नमस्कार मित्रों, मैं राजीव मिश्रा सोशल रिसर्च फाउंडेशन में आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत करता हूं और आपको बताना चाहता हूं सोशल रिसर्च फाउंडेशन उच्च शिक्षा में शोध परक शिक्षण के लिए लगातार तत्पर रहता है और इस क्रम में हम 6 अंतर्राष्ट्रीय रिसर्च जर्नल्स का प्रकाशन लगातार कर रहे हैं। मित्रों, जर्नल्स की जो गुणवत्ता है उसका प्रमुख कारण है हमारा रिव्यू प्रोसेस। हम अपने पेपर को डबल ब्लाइंड पीयर रिव्यू पद्धति के आधार पर रिव्यू कराते हैं, तमाम एक्सपर्ट्स के पास भेजते हैं और उनके द्वारा अनुशंसित होने पे ही वो पेपर आगे प्रकाशित होता है। इसी कड़ी में सोशल रिसर्च फाउंडेशन ने एक नई शुरुआत करी है, वो है ओपन वाइवा। इस क्रम में हम जूम मीटिंग के तहत एक्सपर्ट और लेखक को आमने सामने रखकर एक साक्षात्कार कराते हैं, जिसमें दोनों एक दूसरे से अनभिज्ञ होते हैं, खाली उनके पेपर एक दूसरे के पास होते हैं और वे अपने पेपर पर एक डिस्कशन करते हैं एक्सपर्ट से, और एक्सपर्ट उस पेपर पर साक्षात्कार पद्धति से डिस्कशन करने के बाद पूरी तरह जब संतुष्ट हो जाता है तब वह पेपर हम अपने जर्नल में प्रकाशन के लिए भेजते हैं। तो आइए हम अपनी तरह का पहला अभिनव प्रयोग करते हैं रिव्यू प्रोसेस के लिए ओपन वाइवा के रूप में। हमारे पास पेपर है, पेपर आईडी 15192 है। मैडम, आप हमें सुन पा रही हैं, जो लेखिका महोदया हैं?
हेलो
मैम, हाँ, आप हमें सुन पा रही हैं तो अपना वीडियो आप ऑन कर लीजिए मैम। जी, नमस्कार।
हाँ
जी, मैं आपका पेपर शेयर करता हूँ स्क्रीन पे, और आप अपने पेपर को, जैसा हमारे पूर्व लेखक महोदय ने, लेखिका महोदय ने पेपर अपना प्रेजेंट किया था, उसी तरीके से आप भी हमारे रिव्यूअर्स को अपने पेपर के बारे में बताइए, ठीक है? और अगर किसी तरीके से मीटिंग लीव होती है तो हम लोग तुरंत इंस्टेंटली इसी मीटिंग पे दोबारा जुड़ जाएंगे, ठीक है मैम?
okay, fine.
जी,
Actually, I am having two papers.
yeah, don't have any problem. You just put up your first paper, thereafter I will share the another paper, right?
I think yeah, this paper will be like the paper ID 15192.
Yeah,
The name of
yeah,
title of my paper will be yeah, Russell's literary fervor traversing through his literary context. Actually, what I have done in this paper is that Bertrand Russell, he is famous for his mathematical spirit. He is famous for his technical philosophy, analytic philosophy, but little has been research on his literary fervor or his literary spirit. Oh, we can see I mean, host of literature is not available. We can see having some literature is available, but yet to go on to find out his literary discourse, his literary contribution. Actually, here in this paper, I wanted to see, or I wanted to trace his literary spirit through some literary context which Russell had with some geniuses. I specially mentioned 5 literary such geniuses: George Bernard Shaw, Joseph Conrad, then H.G. Wells, T.S. Eliot, and George Santayana. These Russell had very nice connection. Connection means the connection is literary connection with these 5 philosophers. One is poet and the other is playwright. All these literary geniuses, he had the connection, and I wanted to in this particular paper, I wanted to trace his fervor through this literary context, actually, not through his directly through his write-up, but by means of the literary context. Now, before making any entry into the discussion of this literary context, the one very first point we should be keeping in your mind and in our minds, or in the backdrop of our minds, is that Russell himself is a very stylistic genius. He is a genius not from the point of view of technical philosophy or not technical philosophy. His prose style is really, really catching, and he will be remembered for the years for his prose style. That's why I have made one section here by saying that Russell is stylistic genius, and he, in his famous book Portraits from Memory, he wrote one particular chapter, and he entitled the chapter as How I Write. And there he formulated some kind of principle of what to do for writing, what not to do for writing, how to pen your write up, how to draft your write up very nicely. For this, he has proposed some principles. Here I'm not going to cite those principles because my trust area is to show the connection, literary connection. So far as Bernard Shaw goes, Russell's literary fervor, there is he is trying to show the wit. Russell and George Bernard Shaw, when I am putting this paragraph or this section with Bernard Shaw, I just wanted to show the wit. Wit means a kind of humor, but there is a difference between wit and humor. Humor, when we say this is a humor, this is a joke, necessary, it is a necessary in a kind of humor. Necessary component in humor is that you got to laugh. It should make you laugh. The laughter is a must. But in contrast to humor, in wit, it is not the case. But wit is a powerful weapon of the intelligent people, or basically these philosophers. And wit, not only philosophy, wit is a powerful component in literature. So from the point of view of wit, Russell has given us an example also of bicycle, and I have cited here. I'm not going to cite right now, but Russell traces this kind of wit which he is having. He saw in case of Bernard Shaw, and that wit influenced Bertrand Russell. Actually, Russell himself, throughout I did my PhD on Russell, and then I could see that in his literature, here and there's an influence of wit. He in many of the passages there is a proof that Russell is in favor of using wit. Now, so far as this wit is the component of literature, so I try to draw your attention to this point of wit so far as Bernard Shaw goes. Now, when Conrad is associated with Russell, they are very pertinent philosophical stand he is trying to cite here. Russell says that in Conrad, he saw one very important capacity for life. That is the capacity of noble endurance of acute suffering. People will say, for example, in COVID-19, we could see that tremendous mental health suffering, tremendous physical health suffering, it arose, and we must have the capacity to capacity to encounter these problems, as well as we must have the capacity to overcome these problems. And this is termed as resilience also. We must be resilient enough to encounter the problems, as well as we must be able to overcome these problems also. So it is a kind of suffering has to be overcome, and that point is a very pertinent point so far as literature goes. Here I have cited one famous poem written by Russell, which he penned for his fourth wife. Russell got married for 4 times. This is a very some people criticize also, but that is a different issue altogether. But here, which I have cited here from a particular poem he wrote to his fourth wife, is that very soothing. Throughout the long years, I sought peace, I found ecstasy, I found anguish, I found madness, I found the solitary pain that gnaws the heart, but peace I didn't find. Actually, Russell's childhood was it was really solitary. It was very painful, and he learned how to encounter this pain and also to elevate the misery. So in this particular context, we could see the uh, potential to encounter the pain, as well as to elevate, or we should say to eliminate this kind of misery, is a very important component for literature also. The third one is H.G. Wells. H.G. Wells, he is an English writer, historian, science fiction novelist. H.G. Wells also, he had a very nice connection. And here we could see the relation between relation means Russell is trying to make a kind of a relation between philosophy with H.G. Wells. Philosophy how? Because H.G. Wells writing, he finds a kind of platonic allegory of cave, and he is trying to compare H.G. Wells's creation with the allegory of cave. So here we could see a kind of connection between philosophical spirit and literary spirit, which is the case actually. Then T.S. Eliot, he is a famous poet. In Eliot's case, Russell was a very he was fond of T.S. Eliot, and I wanted to show the connection between Eliot and Russell by bringing a kind of poem. And the Russell poem means Eliot's poem also and Russell's poem also. Russell also wrote, here I have mentioned, so name of short stories. He wrote Satan in the Suburbs and other stories, and the other one is Nightmares of Eminent Persons and other stories. So these two collection of stories show that he got that kind of literary fervor, and it was really mouthpiece, you can say, the very landmark achievement of Russell, having the mathematical spirit, but he won this Nobel Prize for Literature. This is a very, very significant phenomenon. A person who has come from mathematics, he won this Nobel Prize in literature. This is a significant phenomenon. Then the last one is Santayana. George Santayana, as all of us are aware of this point, is that George Santayana's philosophical spirit has a very, very tremendous literary impact on Russell. And here I have made some quotation also. Even when Russell's insight is keenest, the very intensity of his vision concentrates it too much. The focus is microscopic. He sees one thing at a time. This is a kind of laudatory comment which is coming from Santayana with regard to Russell. Santayana and Russell, they may, I didn't do much kind of work on that, but I know that this much is known to me, that there were some difference between Santayana and Russell, but still Santayana had a great admiration for Russell. So in the concluding paragraph, what I wanted to say is that Russell had a kind of different multifaceted personality, multidimensional personality, and within this Russellian spectrum, we could trace Russell as a mathematician, we could trace Russell as an analytic philosopher, we could trace Russell as a literary genius, and so far as his literary genius kind of a thing goes, there is enough room to do future research. So I have just made a tiny attempt to see Russell through the lens of literary context. So this much was in this paper. Sir, may I wrap up now? Hello?
Thank you for this nice presentation. May I have any question from our reviewer?
Yes, paper is good.
Ji.
And she has tried to find out a new ideas related to literature and philosophy. And
then it is simply approved, sir, or any other query? She need any correction?
Okay, good. Only one little suggestion.
Yeah.
Okay. If writer is include the some philosophical background in abstract, then paper will be more good.
Okay.
But now paper is good.
Okay. Then I would like to ask from the second reviewer, ma'am, we can simply approve this paper or have any other question, ma'am?
Yes, I have one question that the aim of the study is missing. And aim of the study is there, only then it will make it clear that whether this paper is written for the or is fit for as a philosophical paper or more as a literary paper. Because as much as I have gone through this paper and I have heard from her, this paper is more literary rather than philosophical. Okay. So it will fit more in English literature rather than in philosophy. So only these two suggestions are there. And if she tries to make it more philosophical, then it will be more good. Because
Okay.
as regard to Bertrand Russell also, Bertrand Russell's philosophy is nowhere mentioned, only poetry is mentioned. So I think that it is more literary. It's not philosophical paper.
Then author is requested to kindly add some background of philosophy so that this paper
Yes.
can be more better.
Yes,
And,
yes, then it can be more
But,
philosophical
may I put-
and
Yeah,
yes,
please.
she should put the aim of the study, because the aim of
no,
study
ma'am.
only makes it clear,
No.
that for
Ma'am,
what
aim
purpose
of
this
the
paper
study
is being
I have
written.
put here. I have put
Now,
here.
No,
Aim of-
it's not there.
No, I have.
It's
I put there.
missing.
Ma'am, just I
You
have
have just
mentioned in
put
aim
a
of the
title.
study. Yeah.
And you
Please
have
add-
just
add-
mentioned the aim of the study, but you have not written anything about the aim of the study, that why this study is there. You just see from your paper. You have just put the title.
No, aim of the study I put in the paper. Whether how it gone, I don't know, ma'am.
Just make
It
it
should be
in
there.
separate. Just
No.
write the aim of the study in separate heading that we have mentioned in the paper. Okay.
Okay.
And as
No,
sir
you
said,
have just written the title that this is the aim of study, but you have not written against the aim of study anything. You have not written anything against the aim of the study. That's what I am asking.
Okay, ma'am.
Ah.
Thank you for the suggestion.
Yes,
Just-
you have put
just-
the title.
just
You have put
describe
the
something.
title. Yes, it must be missing by somehow. Otherwise, if you have not mentioned anything about the aim of the study, then you should mention it. Otherwise, it's a good paper, and make it some more philosophical. If you want to submit it or make it published for philosophy, then make it more philosophical. Otherwise, there is a trend of a multidisciplinary also, but some content of philosophy should be there. Bertrand Russell's philosophy, at least.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Actually, may I put my words, ma'am? May I kindly be permitted?
please.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Actually, what I wanted to put Bertrand Russell within the framework of literature. Actually, that was not. I deliberately did it. So no philosophy, nothing I brought here. I wanted to bring here. So that was
Then
that can be done.
then
A
ma'am,
philosophical
it
background.
will be, it will fit more in literature, English literature, rather than in philosophy.
Okay.
You
Definitely.
have to, there is one suggestion, then that publish it in the context of English literature,
English.
not in philosophy.
Okay.
If you want to publish it as
Right.
a philosophical paper, then you should add some philosophy background. No?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Then
Okay,
So
fine.
that if you put the aim of the study, then it will make it clear automatically.
okay, just do the needful according to the reviewers, and I approve this paper on the behalf of our review team. मैम कोई दिक्कत सर?
Yes.
हम इस पेपर को रिव्यू
No. Otherwise, it's just make the aim of the study clear.
Okay, author will provide the data accordingly.